Hi, I'm Casey. It is Sunday. I usually spend my day cooking Sunday dinner. Today we're doing chicken palmies, or is it parma? Let me know how you say it in the comments. On the underside of the chicken breast, I don't know what you call it, but it's like the rougher side that's not really smooth. You want to slice through, but not all the way. It's just to butterfly the meat to flatten it out. Then I cover it with cling wrap because it's a lot tidier. And then using the flat side of your meat tenderizer, because you've got the flat side and then the spiky side, you're gonna gently bash these down. Don't hit them too hard because you will just bash straight through the meat. Go ahead and beat your meat until you've got about an inch or less thickness. Probably wouldn't go any more than an inch. Nobody wants to be eating raw chook. And the way I've butterflied these make really big schnitzels. You could have just cut all the way through, or you can flatten them out and then cut them in half like I'm doing here. Or if you've got big eaters in the house, you can just leave it to be one of those really huge palmies that you get at the pub. I've done a mix of both. Next step is to coat all that chicken in a layer of plain flour. This part's not crucial, but you can season it if you want. I do like to do it. I like to put flavour in wherever I can get it. I've just done Italian herbs, salt and pepper. This gets really messy too, so I just have gloves on, but you don't need to wear gloves. Just make sure you're being careful with touching raw chicken and other stuff. Flip it in that flour and then just shake off any excess and then set it aside on another plate. But really, one of the main ways people do this is to get a little assembly line going where they dip in flour and then they go to the egg and then they go to the crumb. So your next step is eggs. Whisk them all up in a shallow tray. And I am going to start a little assembly line here. So the third step that you're going to dip in is the breadcrumb. Again, I've seasoned with Italian herbs, salt and pepper, but I'm also adding in fresh basil leaves as well. When I'm just doing normal schnitzels, I usually do add in Parmesan cheese in the crumb as well, but you can really play around with what you want in that crumb. It's really up to you. You're going to take your floured chicken, dip it in the egg, let any excess come off it, and then straight into the crumbs to completely coat. Extra crispy schnitzels, you can double up doing that. So egg, crumb, back to the egg, crumb again. If your egg is too thick, the consistency, you can also add a bit of milk, a bit of water, or a bit of buttermilk would actually be lovely as well, because it always goes really well when frying chicken. So yeah, just keep repeating this process until all of your chicken pieces are all coated generously with that crumb. I started cutting some bits off some of the pieces because they just looked weird or they were hanging off. I'm going to make these into little nugget pieces, and this is a good idea if you've got kids who you don't think will eat a full schnitzel. This is such a messy process, and with chicken it's really risky with salmonella and stuff, so make sure you're just cleaning really well. Anything I've touched, I'm wiping it down and then disinfecting it with Glen 20. Same goes for all my surfaces, and don't forget your hands as well. I'm setting this aside and then you can come back for part 2 to show how we turn this from schnitzel into palmy.